Get ready for markets to drop. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions here, getting ready to take advantage of these overbought reversals. So for those that do not know, 1 hour before the market opened today, feel free to check it out. I live streamed the CPI data report. CPI came in higher than what was expected. Expectation was 2.9%. We came in at 3%. Expectation for core CPI was 3.1%. We came in at 3.3%, supporting the case that inflation is and has been higher than what is expected. Again, coming in with a 0.5% increase in the month of January, taking away a 0.3% increase when we originally expected to be at a 0.3% increase. Now, again, let me make this very clear. Just because I say something or I think that something is going to happen doesn't mean it's actually going to. The NASDAQ market, in my opinion, is overbought. Just like I've shared so many times with you guys before, 430 has been a common, 530 has been a common resistance range. We've gotten rejected. We were traced down to 500, rejected back to 500, rejected back to 500, rejected back to 500. So I'm not surprised that, again, we've gotten rejected at 530. Not because, again, technicals are key, but they do matter to some degree. But this inflation report just supported the case and acted as the negative catalyst that the market needed. Now, the market, of course, has been trying to find any and every reason on why to recover. Why that might be, I don't know. Market sentiment is incredibly bullish, and the market has not given that up. So understand that the market sentiment is still bullish long term, but that doesn't change the fact that the inflation report came in worse than what was expected. And this is not the best news, as the Federal Reserve has made it very clear that, again, they will take it meeting by meeting, that based off of economic data that comes in, that will determine if they choose to cut interest rates or raise interest rates or continue to pause. With that being said, I think that the NASDAQ market can continue to retrace. And if the NASDAQ market continues to fall and goes back to previous lows, again, we're at 520 per share down here at QQQ. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, again, there's huge downside potential. A lot more selling pressure can present itself, but we have to make sure that we take it support by support. So again, we're current support right around 525. The next one's going to be right around 520. And if we break below that, which again, we definitely have not breaking below that. The last one, as you guys can see here, we found a support right around 520. So it is a very strong support, but I would just be very careful buying too aggressive at these overbought levels, knowing how, again, what was just reported, and that's the negative CPI data report, and also understanding the downside potential that the market currently presents itself. The other thing that I quickly want to share with you is look how beautiful this thing is. SMCI is one of the worst companies in my opinion right now. SMCI is such a bullshit company. It's gone from $120 per share all the way down to $18 per share. The reason why is because it was found and being investigated for accounting fraud. On top of that, it's been terribly ran. They tried to run up with all the hype that NVIDIA had, yet again, they are nowhere close to where NVIDIA is. They have done a number of stock splits. They've gone from 122 all the way down to 18 and lost about 80% of its value. It's tried to make a recovery, and even after, think about this, after not reporting on time their quarterly earning report last time, where it got them removed off of the NASDAQ 100 and almost got them removed from the NASDAQ exchange. They got a delisting notice because they did not meet NASDAQ requirements. And even after all of that, this company has the audacity to not report its earnings yesterday on time after the market closed. And because of that, originally it sold off to lows of $31 and then quickly, for some apparent reason, pushed up to highs of around $43. It also made new highs today at $44.49 before giving it all back. Imagine that, being up 14% after you don't report earnings. And all they talked about in the earnings call yesterday, if you even understood what the dude was saying, was that, oh, they have great projections for 2025 and 2026. They haven't reported earnings. They have up until the 25th to report, and it's absolutely mind-boggling that a company of this caliber continues to get ran in such an inefficient manner, because the actual business as a whole is not bad. It's not terrible, but the way that it's being managed is so insane to me. And it's just crazy that they have not seen a change in who it is that is managing it. But again, that's a conversation for another time, I guess. So far on the day, from the highs to the overall lows, this thing has lost 11.4% from the highs of $44.49. I'm very excited to see for the next few days if markets do continue to retrace. There is huge downside potential on SMCI because, again, it came from lows of $25. It ripped up to highs of nearly $45, and now it is a ticking time bomb. Will it report by the 25th of February? And if it doesn't, get ready for a significant drop. If it does, then can this be a positive catalyst to send SMCI back into a bullish sentiment? We'll make sure that we keep you guys up to date. But again, be very careful with where the market's at right now. On the 1 minute time frame, you might think that this thing looks bullish. I just want to remind you that different time frames give you different perspectives, and the larger time frames are painting a very different picture. But again, I'll make sure that I keep you guys up to date. If you guys want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, it's the second link in the description down below, and I'll see you tomorrow at Market Open for our live session. Take care, team.